Happening, everybody? It's me, Millie Money. I'm back. All right, man. I got a good one for you. I got the Mets versus the Cardinals, baseball, MLB 25 simulation. So sit back and enjoy y'all. Let's check this out, man. Let's see pull this off, man. Let's make this happen.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Mets taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the hill in this one, Matthew Liberatore. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. That one fouled off. Next pitch, not close, up high. That one ripped. Walker makes the grab, one away. Here's a Mets lineup now. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. And that is out of play. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Cut out and missed, struck him out. 2 away now. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Third, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Just missed. Two outs, base is empty. And a base hit.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Jesse.
Man at first. Here's Jesse Winker.
Let's go, Matthew.
Just missed.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
And a pitch. That one to first. Baker. And they tag him out. Mets strand 1. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're dialed into the show. back here in St. Louis and getting to start, Kodai Senga.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
And
One ball,
that one is in the dirt.
strike.
And it's 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one the other way, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The short
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Runner at first with no outs here. And that one fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Brendan Donovan getting ready to hit. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And strike two.
0-2.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Really nice job with two-strike hitting him at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
First and second, one out. Here's Nolan Arenado. There's a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Not
One
even
ball, one
close
strike.
there. And now it's even 1-1. And foul ball. Nootbaar, the lead runner out at second. Donovan over at first with one away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The high heat too much on that one.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away.
Ball one,
Did a
no
nice
strike.
job right there.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Late swing fouled off. Two outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. And the runners will move up.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball popped up. Lindor gets there. He's under it. And that will end the inning. So the Cards strand a couple, scoreless after 1. Back here at Busch Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Liberator back to work. Just missed. Vientos getting to start at the hot corner, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. And that one upstairs.
No strike.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Foul ball there. Now a screamer into the outfield. Newtball makes the ground, and there's one down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Just missed.
1-0.
Swing and a foul out of play. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. And there's a ball.
3.
Second inning here, no score. And that one hammered. That's back there. And out of here. He hammers one out to right. His 7th home run of the season. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now it's going to be Luis Torrens. And that one clips the corner.
0-1.
The next offering misses, and the count even 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
On the ground to short, win. Out.
Got him.
Number 2.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here's Jeff McNeil. There's the strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Gonna count 1 and 2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in St. Louis as the Cardinals come up to hit here in the last of the second. Leading off, Lucan Baker. On the outside corner, it's 0-1. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Outside.
1 ball, 2
and that's
strikes.
ball 1. Outside with a breaking
2
ball.
strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Jordan Walker,
Outside, that's
the
a
next
ball.
to hit, takes ball 1. And now 2-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
1 down, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Let's go, Jordan.
And that's
Count's
outside.
full.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here's the catcher, Yohel Pozo. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1-1's the count.
That
That's
one
a ball.
missed.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Way
Ball
high.
2.
That's off
Count
the
full.
inside corner. Full count, 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to first. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down quietly. They're down 1-0. Down to the third inning, digging in, Tyrone Taylor.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Taylor aboard here at first with nobody out. Next pitch is outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nootbaar moves under it. Nabs it. And there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now. He's 0 for 1. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Two on, one out. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ball one, no strikes.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Oh, great stop. Off-balance speed is one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Jose Barrero. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Torrens sizing this one up. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it is gone. He circles the bases. His second homer this series. It's 1-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Tied up here in the early going. Fought off foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. Base hit, so they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now, Brendan Donovan. That one misses. Ball one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor moving under it. And there are two down.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Struck out swinging his first time.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Ball, that's out.
Just missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Line drive. McNeil slings to first, and they get Arenado for the out. And that'll do it. One for the Cardinals on the solo home run. All even at one apiece. Back after this on the show. New inning getting started, and now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Check swing, now an appeal to third, and he held back according to Larry Bullard.
I got 3-0.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
There's a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And a big swing and a miss.
3-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with two strikes in that AB. Pitch was in and off the plate. It's so hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Go ahead run on base. And now it's Mark Vientos. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 balls, no
Nobody
strike.
out. Runner at first. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Hey.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
The 3-1. Center field. Barrero moving under this one. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Up next to the net, left fielder.
So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered here in this one. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Up next to the net, catcher, Luis Torrens.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. Grounded out his first time up. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands
That's
out.
a ball.
In the dirt.
Counts 1-0.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Slider misses outside. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. That one fouled off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's downstairs and outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Goes down looking. Mets lead 1. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back. And now the DH, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
You know, these Cardinals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Got him swinging. Now up for St. Louis, Lucan Baker. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Goodness, I
0-1's
think
the
he just
count.
took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Cold night
No
tonight,
balls, 2
Boog,
strikes.
and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. And that drops in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a ball evens the count. And there's a ball. To third, and that chance handled. Boots it.
No, he's safe.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you get another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
So 2 down, and now the Cardinals catcher, Yohel Pozo. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Walker off of first with 2 away. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Just off the inside edge. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 left for the Cardinals. Still tied 1-1. Back here in St. Louis, Jeff McNeil stands in.
Jeff McNeil.
Liberator back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, these Mets just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Tyrone Taylor will hit next, and he's already singled in this game. Out to center. Barrero settles under this one. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And now it's Frankie Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Hit hard on the ground is short. Whips it across. Lindor retired. Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 2.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Right down to shoot, and that is strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Sonny Gray getting loose out there. Palante also getting ready. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just missed. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. McNeil scores. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Pete Alonso. This guy with light tower power. First pitch just misses. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Barrero makes the catch, and that is that. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in St. Louis, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jose Barrero. Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike one. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
So digging in, Lars Nootbaar. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Nootbaar goes 6 feet 3 inches, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018.
Big-time gem right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And the 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Win in the box again, takes a strike. The Cards down by a run, last half of inning number 5. And that's downstairs. 1-1. Rolled slowly to first. Alonso, the underhand flip, and very nicely done for the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, and they trail it here 2-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Sonny Gray.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Winker, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Phil Maton, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one ripped right center field, and no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And a base hit into right. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runner on the go. And a foul ball. The 0-1. That's down and in.
1 ball, 1
Winker
strike.
at third. Vientos at first with no outs. To short, could be 2. Donovan for 1. They get the out, but the run scores in the twin killer.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
And next for the Mets, Luis Torrens. That's in there. That's strike 1. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're the top half of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back here at Busch Stadium, and here is Brendan Donovan. There's the strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Hit on the ground to short. Lindor on to first.
He's out.
And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman.
Here's Nolan Arenado. just missed.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Next offering is downstairs.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And there's a strike. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. And Nato is set down on strikes.
Now batting.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. Swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Off the mark there. One ball, one strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Reed Garrett appears to be getting loose. Cabrera getting cranked up as well. Hit in the air left field. Nimmo ranging after it. And that will end the inning. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Phil Maton. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Pitch misses inside. Ball one. And that's in the dirt.
One strike.
Next offering is down low. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Swings through that one for strike one.
All ones the count.
Come on, Cardinals.
Check
Nope.
swing.
Outside.
Did he go? No, he didn't. Ripped to short. Tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. That's in there. Strike one.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Curveball over for a called strike.
0-2.
The shortstop takes the ball. In the air out towards right center. Touches down. That's a hit. The throw into second. And he's out.
Yep, you're out.
Up, down, and that ends the inning. Set for the last half of the seventh. And now the first baseman, Lucan Baker. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
0-1.
You know, these Cards, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
That's a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the ball in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kodai Senga won't go any further, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. So they bring on the veteran, Reed Garrett.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Jordan Walker now at the plate. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1's the
Now
count.
this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate. Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
No balls, 2
Knowing that
strikes.
the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And now one away. Here's the catcher, Yohel Pozo. Has grounded out a couple of times. That's a ball.
That's
Tried to
outside.
attack with the sweeper. Baker, the base runner at first with one out. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Just
that's
off
it.
the inside edge. Rips one to right, and it stays fair. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
So up next, Jose Barrero.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First
that's
pitch,
high.
and he just misses.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Ripped on a line. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly, and it's a 1-run game.
Good piece of hit right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Reed Garrett departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching to the New York
Genesis
Mets.
Cabrera taking over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. And that
Ball, that's
misses.
inside.
And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
One
Gonna
ball,
really need to hang
2
in
strikes.
there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Cardinals 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. John King.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Well, 1-run game, and now it's Juan Soto, known for his late-inning heroics. There's the strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen.
0-1.
Number 49, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Palante also throwing. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Caught and missed. Struck him out. 1 away.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive, trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. That's
Ball.
off the mark, and that's ball 1. King, in his 4th year, he features a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. 1 down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Next offering is fouled back.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
2-2 the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Winker
Ball.
at the plate now. That's ball one. A little bit low.
Ball. That's down.
Misses
That's out.
outside, and now 3-0. That finds the mark on the inside corner. In the air, right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Bottom of the eighth. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Check swing, called strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Not
I got a
close
ball,
with that
strike.
one. And 1-1. And
Ball.
downstairs.
Down.
On the ground to
Foul
first.
ball.
And it's just foul. That was close. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Hey.
Caught him looking for the K.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this eighth inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And here is Brendan Donovan. 1 for 3. And the
That's a
first
ball.
pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom half of the eighth inning.
That's
Just
ball two.
missed.
2-0.
Fastball is outside. Nolan Arenado in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Genesis Cabrera out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. On the mound now, Ty Adcock. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down that time. Through 8 full. Gets the Mets 3 and the Cardinals 2. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 49.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Just missed. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. JoJo Romero preparing to come on if needed. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. And it's
2
even
balls,
up.
2 strikes.
That's
Full
inside.
count.
Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So digging in, Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that is a foul ball. That one
Ball, that's
outside. And that is ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
2 away.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Torrens stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Here's a 2-0. Right through there for a strike. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Swing and a miss and a slider.
2-2 count.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Outside low, ball 1. And
Pass
another
ball
ball.
2-0.
Torrens off of first with 2 away. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Aye.
Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Up next for the Mets.
And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. First
Nope,
pitch
that's inside.
misses. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That misses
2
the
balls,
zone.
1
Now
strike.
2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
This to third, Arenado. They take the force out. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. 2 left for the Mets, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Edwin Diaz.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Leading off
Here's
with the
Contreras
Cardinals,
now.
designated hitter, Wilson Contreras.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And fouled off. And Wilson down on strikes.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
At the plate, Lucan Baker. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. Trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Right side, Alonso. And he takes it himself for the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that drops in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Diaz is just one strike away. That to right. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Cardinals going with a pinch runner, Victor Scott. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Yohel Pozo. He's been a great free agent sign. And Chris, what about the stolen base to try and get the tying run into scoring position?
It's definitely in play, and you want to see it early in this count. Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Oh, that's out.
Ball 1, no strikes.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here. Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
They're down to their final strike.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a
1 ball,
long time.
2
No
strikes.
chance of even fouling it off.
Runner on the go. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
3-2 the final score for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Alrighty, y'all, that's game. Man, that was a hell of a game from start to finish. I thought the Cardinals were about to come back and tie the game or something, go extremes, but hey, it is what it is, you know, they pulled it off. Looks like the Mets pulled it off, and I appreciate y'all for doing the pull, but yeah, if you don't follow me, I appreciate it. If you do, subscribe to my Twitch, YouTube, Millie_Money, support counts, appreciate it. And I appreciate y'all, appreciate the support, like I said, subscribe, I appreciate it. And I'll be right back in a little bit, y'all. I'm going to do the Warrior game, the Warrior and Houston game in a minute. So, you know, that's going to be a good one. So, come back and join in, tune in, and hang out. And, yeah, I'll be right back, y'all.